Don't wait for opportunities, create it. Hello everyone, a very fascinating morning to all of you. Here I'm Sohani and today I would like to put my some point of views about that for what we are coming here. We are coming here for to learn a second language, and today my topic is related to it, that it is beneficial to learn a second language or not. So first of all, let me give a small introduction about the language. That what is a language? Language is a medium by which having listened, spoken and read, we can express our thoughts, ideas and feelings to other person, and we can also understand the feelings, ideas and thoughts of other person. And what is the first language? The language which we learn from our environment is called our first language and mother tongue. Now, if our mother tongue is our first language, then what is the second language? The language expecting mother tongue we learn that for any purpose and for enjoy and for getting the knowledge, it's called a second language. And the language am I speaking just now, it's a language of internet, it's a language of finance, and it's a universal language. And I want to say that it's my second language. So how? Because my mother tongue is Hindi language, and but I'm speaking English language, so it's my second language. Now, I would like to say that why do we learn the second language? What are the reasons behind it? First is that communication and connection. If we have to communicate and connect to the other person on that time, we should have the idea about the second language. That let me give one example. We are Indian, and for most of the Indian, second language is English. But if I'm living in the Madhya Pradesh, and if I have to explore the Tamil Nadu, so I cannot talk to the person in their Latin language. So I should have the idea about one international language. And with the help of this second language, I can communicate to them, I can connect to them. And second reason behind it, that the higher study. For the higher study, we should have the knowledge about the second language, some international language, because there is third thing, that get more opportunities in the job. I want to say one thing, that if the opportunity does not knock on that time, we should build new door. So I can say that the new second language can be your next door. So with the help of second language, you can get more opportunities, and if you have an idea about the second language on that time, you will double the number of your available jobs, and you will go higher on your success. And now, what are the benefits to learn a second language? There are tangible benefits of to learn a second language. First is that when we learn the second language on that time, it gives us the new soul, and it gives us a new thoughts. So when the second language also boosts our mind and makes our mind very creative, and it also enhances the understanding of our language that we are speaking. And so how? That if I have an idea about another language, and if I'm thinking that how can I make this particular thing, how can I convert this particular thing in my second language on that time, it will make creative my mind. And the purpose behind learning a second language, that if we want to imbibe the culture, so if we want to drink it, if we want to become a part of any culture, then we should have the idea about that particular language. Because I want to say that the language is the map road of the culture. That it tells to us that from where do people come, and from where are they going. It tells to us. And there is one thing, that when the one language is spoken by the one person on that time, there is only a one person. But when the two languages are spoken by the one person on that time, there is not only a one person, there are two persons. And there is one thing that I would like to conclude my words by saying this, that when we talk to a person in a language that he understands on that time, that goes in his mind only. But when we talk to a person in his own native language on that time, it goes in his heart and soul also. And now I can say that my limits of language is means a limits of my world, and I don't want to make my world limitless. And so, if you also want to make your world limitless, then learn a language and create and get a new soul and make your world limitless.
Very good morning, all of you. I feel very blessed to get this opportunity to present myself in my word in front of you. This is Purva Singh and my topic is natural disaster and their impact on our economic growth. Before I start my speech, I would like to say, do not play with the nature, and because what if it will start play with you, then nobody can save you. So please do not play with the nature. And as you all know, natural disaster made up with the two words, one is natural and second is disaster. And as you all know, natural is comes from the nature and disaster. Let's try to understand what is the disaster. Disaster is an event whose timing is unexpected and whose consequences are completely destructive. This can call disaster. Disaster can be man-made or natural also, and their period of the long or short, both. And we can say in simple word, what is the disaster? Disaster is an event which happening with the by the misfortune with the great damage. And now we try to understand what is the natural disaster. So natural disaster is linked with the natural hazards, and natural disasters are the such as a tsunami, earthquake, volcano, cyclone, and landslides, wildfire, and so many types of natural disaster we are facing nowadays. So I will try to explain all the factor in my speech, that what are the reason behind the natural disaster and how can we stop this. If we can stop this, then how can we stop this, and what are the disadvantages? Because yes, there are all the disadvantages, because this is happening by the misfortunate. So there is no any advantage of natural disaster. So now we try to understand what are the four types of the natural disaster. According to the NCERT, there are four types of the natural disaster. First one is the geophysical disaster, second one is the hydrological disaster, third one is the climatological disaster, and fourth one is the meteorological disaster. So geophysical disaster, we can consider earthquake and volcano as a geophysical disaster, and we can consider flood as a hydrological disaster. We can consider tsunami as a meteorological disaster, and we can consider cyclone as a climatological disaster. Now question is that what are the reason behind the natural disaster? Because behind every event there is a reason also, because nature does not show his sinister or terrible face without any reason. So let's try to understand what are the reason of the natural disaster. First one is the global warming, soil erosion, and mining, deforestation, and air pressure, pollution. These all the factor of the natural disaster. So first one is a global warming. We are facing nowadays global warming at very large scale because of the carbon dioxide and CFC gases. So please try to do not use the carbon dioxide and CFC gas. We can use any other gases in place of the carbon dioxide and CFC. And the second one is the soil erosion. As you all know, India is completely dependent on the farming, and farmer use many types of fertilizer in their farming, and there are so many acids, and it decrease our productivity of the land, and so because of the fertilizer, soil erosion.
Good morning, sir, ma'am, and all my dear friends. I am Komal Laherwar. So today I want to give you a speech about natural disaster and their impact on economic growth. So firstly, I would like to tell the brief point in which I would like to speak. First, introduction. Second one is causes and reason of natural disasters. Third one is advantages and disadvantages of natural disaster. Fourth one is purpose of natural disaster. And fifth one is conclusion. First, I would like to tell about introduction. What is natural disaster? Natural disaster is a disaster which linked with natural hazards. Natural disaster is a very vast problem in our whole world. Nowadays, we are seeing that natural disaster is happening a lot. Now, I would like to tell some examples of natural disasters: flood, volcano, earth slide, and according to the International Federal of Red Cross, they said that pandemic also the classification of the natural disaster. So there is sometimes the natural disaster is a very painful because some people lost their family. So it's on that time it's become a very harmful and very painful situations. Now I would like to tell you about causes and the reasons of the natural disasters. I think that the main causes of the natural disaster is are man-made, because nowadays we are seeing that we are using our technology a lot. So its impact, there is a lots of negative impact on natural disasters. And we know that in our last or 2 3 years ago, there was a one pandemic came, COVID-19. On that time, we know what was the impact of our economic growth on natural disaster. So I think that we all are saying that natural disaster is unnaturally, but according to my point of view, I think that natural disaster is somewhere cause of the human, because we are using our sources in unlimited ways, and so that was a very bad impact on our natural, like the rapid increase of population, migration of people from one place to another place, changes of climate due to the deforestation. So that was the impact of causes of natural disasters. Now I would like to tell advantages and disadvantages of natural disasters. The advantages of natural disaster. There is not such kind of advantage of natural disaster, but when flood come, on that time fish can live their life in different environment. I think that was one advantages of natural disaster. Now disadvantages of natural disasters. We know that there is lots of disadvantages of natural disaster, by which our economic growth going down, because natural disaster is a very bad thing, because it impact in our economic a lot, and it's also damage our properties. So that was the very big disadvantages of natural disaster. So I think that we should work on it, because if we will not work on our natural disaster and we can not improve our natural disasters, so it will be after 10 to 20 years ago, after 10 or 20 years, that will be become a very big problem in our country. And I would like to tell the purpose of natural disasters. As in my introduction and my causes of natural disaster, I said that the natural disaster is somewhere the man-made, because we are using our unlimited sources. So it's become a very big problem of our country, because in our whole world, there are 300 in 1 year, there are 300 natural disasters came. So it's a very huge amount of natural disaster. So we should work on it. And now I would like to tell about the conclusion of natural disaster. Natural disaster is very big problem and very vast problem in front of us. So we should take it serious. If we will not take it serious, so it's become a very big problem in front of us. So due to these natural disasters, our economic growth is decreasing day by day. As we all know that in last 2 3 years ago, COVID-19, on that time, our economic growth is very dull, and Sri Lanka has lots of crisis on that time. Even in the Sri Lanka, there is no any kinds of food to eat. So we can now imagine that how was the problem on that time. So I think that we should work on it, Thank you.
Hello, very warm good morning to all of you. My name is Shelly Singhai and here I am talking about technology. Is technology making impact on human health? So firstly, I am talking about technology. Nowadays we can see technology is advancing day by day. We all are using mobile phone, computer, internet, television, refrigerator. These all the kind of technology. If I'm talking about internet, so we can see how much internet is important for human life. If we are at our home and we need to collect all the information through the internet, we can get all the information, all the detail. And development of technology is becoming human life more easier. If I'm talking about online platform, so we can see online education, online shopping, online work from home. These all the kind of technology which makes our life more easier. As we all know that everything has two sides. One is good, another is bad. So technology have also advantage, also disadvantage. If firstly I'm talking about advantage. Solar power is the biggest invention of technology. And one of the best benefit of technology is that it does not destroy it does not damage our environment. And after some time, and upcoming modern technology completely based on solar power, like solar car, headlights and all. If I'm talking about transportation, so transportation is also becoming so much easier nowadays, because earlier when we don't have vehicle, we didn't have car, so we have faced so many difficulties. And now we can cover our distance in short time. If I'm talking about communication, so communication is also becoming so much easier, because we can connect with our family member, with our relative is in easy way, by video call, by audio call. So that thing also making our life easier. Earlier when mobile phone was not invention, we used letter for communication. So it was taking so much time, but nowadays because of technology, we can save our time, or we can save our money. Fourth point is, if I'm talking about agriculture, so in the agriculture field, we are finding so many facilities, so many benefits. We can do our work in short time, and we can get so many benefits regarding agriculture. If I'm talking about online education, so also we can nowadays we can take online classes, which is useful for our education. And there is so many disadvantages also, like nowadays people are stuck in their phone. People are too much using their gadget, mobile phone, internet, which is really affecting for human health. As we all know that 4.9 billion people are using internet and mobile phone over the 5 billion people, which is affecting human health and also human brain. So, and instead of doing study, I don't know why people are wasting their time to watching unnecessary video, playing game, which is not okay, which is really harmful for them, because once if they will get attached with these gadgets, it will become harm. So now I'm coming on the conclusion. As we all know that there is not even single place where technology is not used. There's not any work, there's not any place. And we can see technology is I don't know why people are sorry, just what. And there is also advantage as well as disadvantage. We can earlier, when technology was not invention, when we have any doubt, when we have any question in our mind, we stress to find out the answer. we were tried to ask that question from our parents, from our teacher. We are try to find our answer from the book, but nowadays we can easily get our answer by the help of Google. So we don't, so people are becoming too much lazy nowadays. So that is all, that is the best thing. And best thing is that people are becoming lazy and people don't try to do any kind of activity, and it is affect their intelligence. They are decreasing their intelligence, and there is thin line between, there is thin line between exploitation and this over exploitation. If you want to solve that problem, so you have to understand, you have to know, if you are too much, if you are excessive use of the gadget of technology, definitely it will be harmful.
A wonderful good morning to you all. Today, this is Akshansh. Today, I am going to share my view on one problem. Do you know what is it? Perhaps it is not a problem, it is another thing. I am going to tell about the natural disaster and their impact on the economic growth. So first, do you know what is the natural disaster? Natural disaster means that a natural event that done by nature and harmful to us, earth, is known as the natural disarmament. And do you know what is the economic growth? Economic growth is an increase of in production and production of growth and its service is known as the economic growth. Do you know what are the causes of the natural disaster and their impact of growth in economic growth? So first is the unemployment, because if the natural disaster will come, so unemployment also will increase. Second is the poverty. When the poverty will come, then also the economic growth has damaged. And so these are the causes of the natural disaster and their economic growth. And now, what are the advantages or disadvantages of the natural disasters and their economic growth? First, I would like to tell about the disadvantages. First is that due to the natural disaster, the unemployment increase and the poverty increase. And third is the water level decrease, because when we base the water, so water level also decrease. And fourth is wildfire. Due to wildfire, the tree get the fire, so due to this the oxygen level also decrease. Fourth is the global warming, because due to global warming the ice melt of the Antarctica, so if ice will melt, then the coastal area will sink. So due to this the also population level also decrease. And so these are the disadvantages of the natural disasters and their impact on economic growth. Now, if you are thinking about advantages, so according to me, there is no advantage of the natural disasters. So now, what is the purpose of natural disaster? There is no purpose of natural disaster, because the natural disaster do not come naturally. Some natural disasters come naturally, but some natural disasters come by our blunder, like earthquake. Because when we do the bore well, so on that time the percentage of earthquake is increased. And now and also the tsunami, because when we use the vehicles use the CO2 in a smoke way. So due to CO2, the global warming increase and the ice is melt, and also tsunami can come. So this is the according to me. Now I think natural disaster also come naturally with some such as the astronauts. And now if we will not do much mistakes and we will not damage our earth, then the natural disaster will not become. So this is my opinion on natural disaster and their economic growth.
Everyone, this side Ragni Jan, and today I am elaborate a topic, and my topic is technology effect in our mental health or not. So firstly I talk about what is the technology. Technology is the thing that our life is very easy, comfortable, and effortless. We are using day by day, we are increasing day by day the uses of the technology, and we are surrounded by the so many devices and the gadgets also. So this is not bad for us. Sometimes it's good for us, because there are so many gadgets to help our life to make easy and very comfortable. Several things we use in our daily life to make our life easy, like refrigerator, washing machine, dishwasher, and in earlier days people just use the computer in office, but nowadays people use the computer at home, because computer is give you accurate result and do your work very fast. Not only computer, there are so many things that we use in our daily life to make our life easy. Now I am talking about the causes and the reason of the technology, why invention of the technology. Because people just made their life easy and comfortable. They fulfill their needs, and and solve their problems to invention the technology. So many needs fulfill their, like clothing, shelters, foods, transportation, education, and so on. If I am talking about the computer, now I'm talking about the advantages. Advantage of the technology. Technology save your time. If you wash your clothes by hand, it's taking so much time and your effort and the strength also. But if you put your clothes in the machine, so just machine do their work, you are not take your strength or your effort. Machine just do the work, and you finish the other work, your other work. So this is good for us, and technology save your time and efforts also. Second, I am talk about the education and learning so many things. In technology time, there are so many schools not only just using computer, they are using smart boards and smart classes, and so many teaching tools they use to connect with the child to give the practical knowledge of the children in their schools. And the third is the banking and the railways improvement. In old days, there are in a banking, when you go the bank to open your account or any other work, you just stand on the queue, and there are if you just checking your balance or the up to date your passbook, you just standing in the queue. But nowadays there is no need to standing in a queue, because you just using your smartphone and the one app you downloaded in your phone, and you know your current balance, and the mini passbook also there is an option. So you don't need to go the bank and standing the queue. And I'm talking about the railways. So like olden days, we are just same process. When we are go somewhere, so we just go the 2 or 3 hours before 2 or 3 hours we are go and cut the ticket when you go somewhere. But nowadays there is no need to worry, because you just download the app IRCTC or the other apps, they book your ticket instantly, and there is no any extra charges. So it's good for our life and time saving also. and the last one is production, increasing productivity in not any modern things in the agriculture also is very in agriculture is very increasing day by day, because nowadays we are using many modern tools and pesticides and the fertilizer we use, that increasing our crop production, and the result is a very good for nowadays, because in olden days farmer just depending on rain, but now the problem little will solve because of the technology. And the last one, I'm talking about the treatment. There are so many treatments in not here in India, but nowadays the doctors perform the surgery in the foreign country, and they just instruct you, and here doctor perform whole the surgery. So this is very good invention in our for the from the technology, because in older days so many disease there is a no treatment, so people could die, but nowadays people save life because of the technology. And I'm talking about the disadvantage. So technology affecting our sleeping habit, because we are just using our phone, not knowing the result of what is the result of the using so much hours we are spending our phone. So definitely this is affecting our sleeping habit. And now my second point is the affecting your child also in the mental health and weak eyesight, because in the very little age parents give the smartphone to their children, and the children just scroll the phone without knowing what is the right or what is the wrong. They just scroll the phone and watch very closely with their eyes. So they are in that age, the senses is the growing up that time. So this is very bad for the mental health and the eyesight, for the eyesight also.
Good morning everyone. I am Bipin Rajput. So today is my topic: how can we remove corruption while using digital currency? So firstly, I would like to tell what is digital currency. Do you know what is digital currency? I know you know what is digital currency, but I would like to tell much better. So what is digital currency? Digital currency is a currency which form electronic form. So we can use only accessible mobile and computer. So digital currency is provide good security and accountability. So we use digital currency. So how we use digital currency? So we can remove corruption. Typically digital currency do not require any intermediate. So this is good for us. So we can use a digital currency. And what is reason how can we remove of digital currency? So firstly, digital currency provide good accountability and good security, and we can pay any method and faster. So digital currency is good for us, and they provide a good accountability, because our international currency is very expensive. So we use a digital currency, because when we use digital currency, so corruption is more less than, because all people transaction to not we cannot reduce, we do not require any intermediate, because they can use front of us candidate. So that's why digital currency is good. And what is advantage of digital currency and what is disadvantage digital currency? So digital currency we use digital currency, so our payment is more faster and not any intermediate and not any recorded, because all record is in computer form and electronic form. So we use digital currency, and that is good for us. and B, remember, digital currency only cannot remove corruption, because we can honest, so be honest, be will honest, so digital currency remove automatically. Thank you.
Everyone. So today I am speaking about is technology impact our mental health or not. So firstly I am saying about the technology. What is technology? Technology is something which make our life easier and easier and easier, but technology has some disadvantage and advantage also. So in old days there is no technology, so people used to do their work from their selves, but now these days technology is everywhere, so people used people have help take help it, and they do their work easily. But technology has some great impact in technology give has some great impact in ourselves, or also not bad impact also. Due to technology we are people are being lazy day by day. With the help of it they become useless, and they don't even try their creativity or ideas to say, or they don't have their any point of view. If somebody if somebody give task to him or her or children, so they copied it, and with the help of technology, and they do everything. But old times people used to their mind, and they did something creative. But now these days there is a very big disadvantage of technology.